Sometimes, life buries your dreams deep beneath the sands of struggle. But the truth is, the deeper they're buried, the stronger they grow when you finally dig them out. This is the story of a poor boy named Mohan, a boy who lived in the heart of the desert, with nothing but the heat above him, the dust beneath him, and an impossible dream inside him. He was told that dreams were for the rich, that people like him were born only to survive, not to soar. But one night, as the wind howled through his broken window, Mohan made a promise to himself, a promise that would change his destiny forever. What happened next will remind you that no dream is too far and no soul is too small to touch the sky. Stay with me till the end, because this story might just reignite the fire you thought was gone. Once upon a time, in a forgotten corner of Rajasthan, there was a small village surrounded by endless golden sand. The sun rose every morning like a burning eye, and the wind carried dust instead of dreams. In that village lived a 14-year-old boy named Mohan. He had a smile that could light up even the dullest morning. But behind that smile was hunger, exhaustion, and a silent storm of hope. Every morning, Mohan would wake before dawn. He would fill 2 metal cans with water from a well 2 kilometers away, because his family didn't have one of their own. Then he'd help his mother sell tea near the bus stop, where travelers would stop for a few minutes before disappearing back into their worlds. He didn't go to school regularly, not because he didn't want to, but because life never gave him time to dream. One evening, as Mohan poured tea for a group of tourists, he noticed something that changed everything. A man got off the bus, holding a small drone, a buzzing machine that flew in the air like a bird. The children around gasped in wonder, and so did Mohan. Sound of drone buzzing lightly, children laughing in background. He watched it rise, hover, and return gently to the man's hand. And in that moment, something sparked inside him. He whispered softly, "One day, I'll make something that flies too." But when he told his mother that night, she smiled sadly. "Mohan," she said gently, "we don't have money even for proper food. Don't waste your heart on dreams that can't feed us." But Mohan didn't listen. For the first time in his life, he had seen what possibility looked like, and he wasn't ready to let it go. Days turned into months. Every night, when everyone slept, Mohan would sit under a flickering lantern, drawing machines on torn paper, lines, shapes, wings. He didn't have a computer. He didn't even have proper pencils. He drew with charcoal, learned from broken magazines tourists threw away, and imagined circuits using old radio parts he found in the trash. But life doesn't reward dreamers easily. One day, the tea stall was destroyed in a sandstorm. Their only source of income was gone. Mohan's mother fell ill soon after, and the little boy found himself at a crossroads. Work full-time to survive, or continue chasing the dream that no one believed in. He chose both. He started working at a mechanic's shop during the day, cleaning, carrying tools, fixing old bikes, and at night, he experimented with discarded wires and motors. Poverty is cruel. It doesn't just empty your pockets, it drains your spirit drop by drop. There were nights when Mohan would cry quietly, staring at the stars. He wondered, why me? Why was I born here with nothing? Then, one night, he looked at the sky again and noticed something. The stars. They were brighter in the desert, and that's when it hit him. Maybe, he thought, it's because there's no pollution here. Maybe you can only see clearly when there's nothing around to blind you. That night, Mohan smiled through his tears. He realized that even emptiness had its gift, clarity. And from that moment on, he decided to build his dream piece by piece, no matter how long it took. Months passed. Mohan gathered every broken motor he could find. He repaired them using rusted nails and tape. He sold empty bottles to buy small batteries. He worked endlessly until finally, one evening, under the orange glow of the setting sun, his invention was ready. It wasn't perfect. A small handmade drone, patched with wires made from tin, cloth, and an old fan blade. But it was his. He placed it on the ground, whispered a small prayer, and connected the wires. The blade spun once, then stopped. Twice, still nothing. His hands shook. People gathered around, laughing softly. "Look at the T-boy," someone mocked. "He thinks he's an engineer." But Mohan didn't give up. He looked up at the sky, that same sky he'd stared at for years, and said, "Just once. Please, just once." He fixed the wire again, closed his eyes, and pressed the switch. It lifted. The tiny drone rose, shaking, wobbling, and then steadied itself mid-air. The crowd went silent. The boy's eyes filled with tears. And for the first time in that dusty village, something other than the wind took flight. Music swells, cinematic orchestra, distant cheers. In that moment, Mohan wasn't poor. He wasn't a tea seller's son. He was a creator. The world hadn't changed around him, but he had changed within. News of the boy who made a flying machine from trash spread. A local journalist covered his story. A few months later, a small scholarship came his way. Years passed, and Mohan went on to study engineering in the city. He later returned to his village, not to escape his past, but to build a small workshop to teach children who, like him, had dreams buried under the desert sand. He would tell them, "You see this sand? People think nothing grows here. But if you have the courage to water your dreams with hard work, even the desert can bloom." Life will test you. It will bury your dreams, cover them in dust, and make you believe they'll never breathe again. But remember this, your circumstances don't define your destiny. Your persistence does. The desert may be dry, but even there, stars shine brighter, and dreams fly higher. So whatever your dream is, don't wait for perfect soil. Grow where you are. Fight for what you love. And one day, your story will become someone else's hope.